Welcome to DCL Radio Show. This is Jagan. We are doing DCL Talk Show here. And before we start our radio show today, this is second break for our season. Okay. And we'll start today's show by saying Happy Eid to Imti and Happy Eid to all our DCL friends. Okay. With that, I'll welcome all our analysts and then we'll jump into the show right away. Welcome to the show, Imti.
Yeah, thank you, Jagan. Welcome to all our listeners. We are right in the middle of the season, going into the break. Happy Eid to everybody, the DCL fraternity, and looking forward to the break and resuming the season again after the break. So we have some games to analyze today, and it's an interesting situation with all the pools. We'll talk more. So welcome to the show, everybody.
I just wanted to add a tag to this week, but I'll do that one after introduction. Welcome to the show, Dinesh.
Thank you, Jagan bro. Happy Eid, Imti, and rest of the DCL friends and families. Looking forward to a wonderful show. Let's go.
Okay. Welcome to the show, Satish.
Yeah, thank you, Jagan, and hello everyone, hello listeners, and happy Bakrid to everyone. Happy Bakrid, Imti. I'm looking forward to the show tonight.
Sorry, Satish, I put you as Suresh in the document. Okay, you can blame it on my age. So
okay.
Okay. Before we get into our first game of the night, what I'll do is I'll term this week of games which happened last week as totally one-sided games, with the exception of maybe couple one or two. Okay, we have VeeJay also here. Welcome to the show, VeeJay.
Yeah, thanks, Jagan.
Okay, we will jump into analysis right away. I hope you agree with me, Dinesh. KRCC versus Rising Stars. See, I call this week as totally one-sided games, and even after saying that KRCC is getting into the habit of giving opportunity to opponents. If that becomes habit, maybe one day it will backfire. That's how I feel it. And with that, Dinesh, your thoughts.
Yeah, same thing. So first game, Rising Stars versus KRCC. Rising Stars batted first. A very good contribution right at the top from Gopal Patel. So he played really well with the 21 out of 32 there. And a couple of contributions with some quick wickets at the top, other than Gopal, is like Bhavan Patel and Dhaval. They contributed with 10 and 13 to get the score to 67. No other notable contributions there. From a bowling front, Tamim and Jasneet, for a change, they opened the bowling. Not very often that these two guys open. Probably a couple of names missing. Raza Ali, then Mufasur as well. Pick up the bowlers, Jasneet with 3 for 18 and Tamim 2 for 11 were the pick up the bowlers right at the top. Then Onkar and Shashank picking up 2 wickets each. Not sure if they had options and they did not use, but always good to see Shashank roll his arm over along with Onkar. So 67 to chase. KRCC coming off that thumping score last week would have expected better, is how I'm seeing it. And that's the kind of opportunity which Jagan bro mentioned right at the beginning. I think Ali Abbas, who's been in good nick, ended up getting out in the second over with the score on 2, then Yogesh at 6 and Tamim at 6 and Shashank at 12, Santosh at 15. So there was like awesome achievement from Rising Star bowlers, especially the top 3 from them, Prakash, Akash and Gopal. The big thing I've still not understood, probably Akash or Akshay, my bad, not Akash, Akshay. A name confusion here too. So Prakash, Akshay and Gopal. So Akshay shows he bowled 6 overs. I don't know if it was a scoring error, which should have been fixed, I suppose. I don't know if Yash and Akshay got mixed when they were trying to score. Not sure what happened there. But nevertheless, Akshay with those 3 wickets and Prakash. So looked like the first two bowlers, other than that, they didn't have much options. Gopal supported, but I'm thinking those three bowlers towards the end, or the last two bowlers in terms of Bhavin and Chintan, going at 13 and 10 was the big missing factor there for Rising Stars. But they did give a big scare until Zuban came and hit those towards the end. While they were losing wickets around, I think Zuban went with the attack as the best mode of defense, the same old cliche. He went at 155, 42 out of 27 with 4 sixes and 1 4, while the rest of them did not even get to double figures, let alone double figures. Probably they hardly made it to 5. So from such a big batting order with great reputation to have struggled to get to this target probably is not giving us any major positive vibes about this batting, other than the last game, as I mentioned. So tough one for KRCC. Hopefully they have something to show in the future games, but at this rate, as we said, it's going to be a little difficult. Their batting seems to be questionable there. So end of the day, nevertheless, victory is a victory. They did win at the end. So congrats to KRCC and well fought Rising Stars, especially from their bowling front, the top two bowlers.
Okay, the next game of the night is MTC Miles versus Red Devils, and it didn't go as we expected. Your thoughts, Imti?
Yes, Jagan. Again, last week when we were talking about this game, it was supposedly one of the showcase game of the weeks in Pool A. Apparently did not live up to the expectations, I thought. Going into this game, both teams were looking for that crucial win to stay afloat and be in the top 3 in that pool. And I think it was more of a game to prove that they are a team to stay long in this tournament. Both teams were doing good until this point. A few hiccups, but again, MCC Miles coming up victorious in this game with a huge margin. 54 runs margin is a big win, I think. If you look at the details in the game, right, MCC Miles batted first, scored a good score, 101 for 9 in the allotted 25 overs. Again, like if you look at the batting scorecard, really not much to talk about in the top half. Again, the star of the game was Rahul Chana, obviously, who brought life into this game for MCC Miles. They were doing pretty ordinary until that point, but I think his innings totally changed the game, and I think his innings was actually the difference in the game. Rahul Chana, who scored an unbeaten 50, ending up at 55 not out from 59 balls, 1 4, 4 sixers, and he was supported for a bit by Prithvi, and he formed those partnerships with the lower order and made that 100-run score possible. Bowling front, I think. Red Devils put up a decent performance. Like they picked up quick wickets in the beginning, but then somehow in the second half kind of lost that mojo and gave some crucial runs. I thought, if you look right, the MCC Miles lost the first 6 wickets almost in like 10 overs, and they were at 6 for 23. And from that point, going to a score of 101, I think it's a commendable effort. A great performance from Rahul Chana. And if you take off that 55 runs and the 8 extras from that batting scorecard, we are looking at what 30 odd runs. So that's pretty ordinary from a team like MCC Miles, which has great batting strength. And I think a part of the problem there is like a lot of shuffling in the batting order is what I'm thinking. Sanjay Alongovan coming so low in the order, almost at number 8, number 9, which is surprising, I thought. And then I see even Jashwant Dharmawarapu also coming so low, who used to open at some point in last season, I thought. So I think almost 7 games now that they have played, they need to sort out the batting order and kind of fix their order. And again, this could have been a strategy for this game, but overall, I thought if not for Rahul Chana, this was a very ordinary batting performance. But
Yeah,
thanks to Rahul Chana.
It's completely one-man show. Yeah, I don't know any captain why they shuffle the batting order. I really don't understand.
I mean, 1 or 2 positions I can understand for the game based on the opponent, yes, but if you're making changes to the batting order for every game, I think that is not a good sign. Again, different
And
strategies, different. Yeah.
at some point, I mean, this is what I felt for the talent that Sanjay Ilongovan has. He has to take a little more responsibility and come a little up and give more confidence to the remaining guys. Is what I feel personally. Sorry to
Agreed.
break.
No. That's absolutely a valid point. So, if you talk about your top three batsmen in your roster, you need to have them in the top 5 or 6 and play the other players around them. I know, obviously, you have a good team, you have good players who are capable, but then I think it's all about giving the roles and defining the roles and making sure that that happens in the game. Anyways, going into the chase, I thought after restricting MCC miles for 100, except for that Rahul Channa's innings, I thought Red Devils were confident because they have been doing good in the batting department and they have won games based on their batting strength. But again, the same kind of story repeated for Red Devils also, like how MCC miles faltered in the beginning. Even Red Devils, they lost quick wickets in the beginning. They were also almost like 6 down for 30 odd runs in close to 10, 11 overs. So until this point, both the innings were similar. Like you lost 6 wickets, 10 overs, 30 odd runs on the board. But then it was Rahul Channa's innings that boosted MCC miles in the first half. Unfortunately, that did not happen in Red Devils innings because they did not have anybody that replicated Rahul Channa's kind of innings to take up that challenge and chase down that score. Obviously, batting second, you have the scoreboard pressure on you, so similar kind of innings not possible. And then eventually they got all out for 47. A very forgettable day for Red Devils in the batting department. But again, on in the bowling department, I think MCC Miles came back very strong. Abhilash, Praneeth, Deepak, all among the wickets, and they kind of broke the batting in the top order for Red Devils. So overall, a very good win for MCC Miles, but. It's a win, but I wouldn't be very confident about this game if not for Rahul Channa. I think this was a very ordinary game. So.
Yes, and on batting front also, Red Devils, it was very ordinary. They had at least two guys who could have easily emulated what Rahul Channa did. Chanakya,
Right.
Lucky, and
I really
Swarna.
have
Mhm.
wanted. I
Yeah.
really thought either Chanakya or Swarna Rahul could have replicated that innings, but then that unfortunately did not happen. And I think I'm kind of seeing a pattern with Red Devils where if their batting is a flopping, I think their strength is also. I mean, their winning confidence is also going down with that.
Psychological effect. And somehow I feel Red Devils also very weak when it comes to chasing. I don't know my observation is right or wrong, but that's how I felt.
I, I,
Seems
I,
to be so.
Again, I wouldn't label that as a pattern yet, but again, Red Devils has strength in their batting compared to their bowling, so I would back them for chasing down totals. So I think they need to get that chasing game in order.
True.
No, my big my oh god, my big question. You guys hear me? Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, no problem. So no, my big thing was, is it Swarna Rahul? How much of his contribution is it? Too much reliance on Swarna Rahul from Red Devils is the big question for me. I'm seeing a pattern. If he doesn't do well, probably they're struggling in the batting department. Is what I'm feeling. I'm seeing. I don't know if you guys agree or
That's how Pokris used to be long ago.
not. Okay.
Okay. Let's.
I have another
Yeah,
question there, right?
yeah.
What you guys feel about this game? Losing Red Devils losing to MCC Miles is going to haunt them for the playoff race, or is it still comfortable? Red Devils is in comfortable situation for the playoff.
I haven't really checked that one, but Red Devils have, you know, they are at number 4 position right now. So I think they can make it, is what I'm guessing.
So I think the advantage that Red Devils has is they won the first 4 games. So I think they are kind of, even though they lost the 3 games after that, back to back, they're still okay at this point. But I think they need to come back strong in the next games to keep that position in the top 3 or 4.
4, 5, 6, 7, all these. can make it to the top 5, at least 5th position in Pool A.
I think they're yet to play some good games also. So I think, it's crucial. They lost 3 games in a row, so that might be a factor, but I wouldn't count them out yet. So they have some games to
So
come.
for Red Devils, the remaining games, right? So it's Royal Honkas, Troy Hawks, Canton Hurricanes, Indus Thunders, and Fighters. So probably barring the Royal Honkas game, the rest is going to be a tough fight. So yeah, it's going to be tough. It's not going to be easy.
Okay, sometimes too much cricket also kills the talent. Okay.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Okay, the next Imti, can I go to the next game?
Yes, I'm done. Go ahead, please.
Okay, the next game of the night is MI Rangers versus Phantoms. Satish.
Suresh.
Yeah, sure.
I almost said
Suresh, Aka, Satish. Okay, good, nice. Okay, so getting in details of this game, this is again one more one-sided game for the weekend that happened last week. Looking at the scorecard, anybody can think that MI Rangers outplayed Phantoms very clearly. Getting into details, MI Rangers won the toss and they chose to bat, which is a good thing to do. I mean, DCL team, they always do that. I know my best buddy here, Jitendra, is very experienced with the steep ball. He didn't open the innings much with expectation. He would have gone into the to open the bat, but the opening pair was not that credible here. They just got only 2 or 3 runs on the board. But the first down person, Anil Mishnuri, is a very fantastic player in the Rangers. He's now, I think, playing the anchor role in the Rangers squad as of now, I would say, which exactly he did, like to score 20 runs, that crucial runs, to keep the momentum going. But again, there is some quick wickets again, that second and third after Anil is gone. But again, coming to the 4th wicket partnership, I would say this is the partnership that was crucial in this game, where it was a battle between VeeJay and Vineet. They both battled brilliantly to ensure that they are not giving that 4th wicket at that in a quick time. They almost batted almost 8 overs, from 8th over till 16th over. They made sure that they're not losing the 5th wicket, and they batted that crucial 30, 40, 30 plus runs in the board, which actually made a payment to the 3-digit figure on the scoreboard. And after that, against quick wickets, I see Shravan Gaud, he even did not face any ball. It's so unfortunate for him to get run out there. And Sandeep Gaud, he faced 6 balls, he scored 2 runs. I feel Sandeep Gaud should bat a little bit up because he has that experience with the steep ball. Even that, for that matter, Shravan Gaud should bat up in the order because, sometimes games like this, right? People who has experience with steep ball, they can actually mold the game and then stay long in the crease and then make sure not leaving the wicket, quick wickets, right? That actually matters for any team. Apart from these 3 contributions, Anil 20 runs out of 40 balls, and then VeeJay 28 runs out of 33, where he has like 2 boundaries and 1 sixer, and Vineet 22 runs out of 23, 1 boundary. Not many notable contributions from others, but overall 16 extras, I would say, from Phantoms. They scored 103 runs out of 10 wickets. Of course, they fall short of like 8 balls for their full quota. And coming to the bowling attack of Phantoms, not much notable contributions on the bowling front. Everybody tried to bowl their full quota with economy of over 4.5, 4.3. Only one person, Anuj Nima, who bowled the first over. He was very conservative there. He bowled like 5 overs, 1 maiden, and 11 runs with 2.2 economy, where he took 2 wickets. And of course, Murli D, he took 3 wickets. I would say he's one of the crucial players. He ensured that the tail end, the lower order of the Rangers are not leaking much runs. Otherwise, the scoreboard would have been like 130. Overall, Rangers batted really good. Phantoms tried some tryouts here in the bowling order, where it didn't work out. 103 was the target and 104 was the chase. Coming to Phantoms batting, Phantoms, there are some good, some new faces this season. Where the previous game, I think one of the player, I don't remember his name. He batted really good. I think he almost scored a 50, if I'm not wrong. I don't think he contributed much in this game. Do anyone know who is the player from the previous game who scored 50?
I don't remember, but I can. Yeah.
Is it Krishna Saudula?
I can tell you.
He's the.
I have to check,
Okay.
but
Yeah, I think it
Okay.
is Krishna Sadala. Yes.
Yeah, so looks like the previous game. I'm not sure whether he opened, but looks like based on his performance from previous game, Phantoms did the right thing, sending him up in the order of opening. That way, the best player from the batting squad get to face maximum number of deliveries, right? Where I think he couldn't live up to the expectation for the bowling attack that was coming through from my Rangers. He scored 17 runs out of 24, out of which only one boundary from him. Rest of the players couldn't give contribution to the scoreboard, where everybody scored like single digit, except Jafar Mohammad, only 7 runs. Rest of the players, I don't see much contribution. The first, I want to note one person here, right? The first down batsman, Surya Archon Nischala, right? He's a left-hand player who is playing for Phantom this season. He's a fantastic player. I see he plays with me in other leagues. He has a lot of room to learn this game. He's slowly getting to it. So I mean, maybe in few years we can see a good player come out of him. So we need to watch out this player. Other than that, I don't see much contributions in the batting, where Phantoms got wrapped up by 54 runs in 16.3. So this is where when it comes to experience, experience talks in this game. MI Rangers outplayed Phantoms. Bowling performances from MI Rangers, everybody contributed well. Some good performance from Praveen Kumar, where with economy of 2.3 and 3 wickets. He was the key there to make sure Phantoms are not even thinking to chase the score, where they ended up losing the game some with 40 odd runs. Overall, like I said, it's one-sided game by MI Rangers. And good luck for MI Rangers, and congratulations, and tough luck for Phantoms. You can always come back strong. But with this win, I don't think, I don't know whether MI Rangers are back in form for the playoff race. They already played 7 games, won 2 games so far. Remaining 5 games, if they manage to win remaining 5 games with at least 5 fours, 4 points, 20. I'm not sure whether they'll be still playoff contest or not. But anyway, it's a good win for MI Rangers.
yeah. So when you said Krishna Sadula, who scored 50, could not live up to the expectation, but I mean, I choose to defer that one, because he made 17 out of 24 balls, and which that says he contributed what. Not in every game people scored 50s, so he did what he's supposed to do. At least
So
that's where we can leave it.
what was the team he scored 50? Is it on the KRCC?
No.
Or which team against he scored 50?
You are asking me questions.
Yeah, I know. Tough questions. Yeah. That's a
Fighters.
Fighters, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I look at it this way, right? Fighters bowling attack is a very good bowling attack this season when compared to MI Rangers. So when he scored a 50 against a very good bowling attack, I would see this kind of player should bat better in this bowling attack. That's what I see. When especially chasing 105, player like this should take to the back of him and score all the way. But I see, maybe he did not get much contributions from the opposite batter, where they couldn't stay in the cricket to give partnership to him. That's what I see in this game.
Okay, the next game of the night, next game, definitely it disappointed the league. That much I can say. I mean, everybody was expecting a cracker out of this one, and it ended up being one-sided. VeeJay, your thoughts? Stars versus Gladiators.
Yeah, I think this is one of the crucial games in Pool B, because if you see Pool B, how packed it is. the surprise element Hitman coming in, having more wins right this year, and they are in number 2, and Stars to be in favorite, they are number 4. So the race in Pool B is getting tighter day by day, and again, this was a game that could have gone either ways because both teams had very good strengths all around, and Glad started, won the toss, batted, but again, they also lost quick wickets within the first 6 overs. But then Hardeep Singh, never count him out on any given day, so he kind of took the team on himself, making 40 runs off 40 balls, and I think the Stars bowlers Imti and Shashank were a little on the expensive side compared to the other 3 bowlers. So, but again, it's 90 is always a total that you can definitely rotate, and if you can hold on to your wickets, you can win. But I think Stars, there's a lot of onus on Ravi Teja this year, playing extraordinarily good. But apart from that, I don't think anybody else clicked in that lineup. And good to see VeeJay Matta in that lineup here. But rest of the things are pretty, very low scoring. I don't know if the ground is the pitch or whatever it is. I think, but they lost very quick wickets right from the start. I mean, they couldn't get a partnership going for them to be in the game. So unfortunately, hard loss for Stars, and Glad played very good here and deserved the win and staying on the top of the Pool B contest. So congrats, Glads, congrats for Hardeep, and hard luck for Stars. And hopefully they'll come back. I don't know if they are missing some players in Stars. Hopefully they can come back and end the season on a high note in July and August, and because they are a good team. So these are the 4 games that will give the confidence, but also you can take positives from here and improve.
Okay. The next game of the night is Hitman versus Pokerish. Boy, Hitman, they surprised everybody, at least what I'm thinking. See, in my opinion, Hitman, till previous season, I mean, till last season, in some games they play like all 11 are stars. In some games they play like all 7, or so they haven't played cricket at all. So that's how they used to play until last season. This season probably, but they're at what 6-2, 6-2. Their record is 6-2. Okay, 8 games, they won 6, they lost 2. Okay, and they are at number 2 position. So, and I have no comments to pass on this this game, other than talking great about Hitman and Pokeries. They have to come back again. I mean, they have to look into their, at least the way they are bowling. They have to replan that one. That's how I felt.
Just a
Your
quick
thoughts,
comment
Dinesh?
before Dinesh starts off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last week when we were talking about this game, I think we made a comment that Hitmen are on and off, like they're playing, like you mentioned, right? Some games they really play well, and then some games they really fall flat. And I think we made a comment saying that if you want to think Hitman as a serious contender, they should perform against top teams, and consistency is the key. And I think they kind of took to that and proved us wrong in this game. So kudos to Arun Shankar and his team. I think they did really well. So yeah, your thoughts, Dinesh. Go ahead.
Yeah. And I think through the analysis, nobody said it's going to be a cakewalk for Pokeries. I think all of us said that, yeah, be aware which Hitman is going to show up, right? So I think that way, as Jagan Bro from the beginning has been mentioning, it's one-sided probably in favor of Hitman is how I'm seeing this. But anyways, Hitman batted first. Ram Kumar and Niranjan, interesting combination actually. I've played one practice game with them, and how they're going with Ram Kumar and Niranjan, especially Ram Kumar. There's so much trust in him opening. So good to see that he gave a pretty decent start with 15 runs for the opening wicket. Then after that, Mohammad Hussain, and there are a couple of tough names which I'm finding it tough to pronounce. Mahfuz, if I said that right?
Yeah, Mahfouz.
Mahfuz. Okay, Mahfuz. Okay, Mohammad Hussain, and it's usually Hussain, right? So Hussain and Mahfuz, both of them played really well in between, and Captain Arun Shankar contributed as well. So a good partnership between Mohammad and Arun for 24, then Arun and Mahfuz 32, then Mahfuz and Srijit with 28, with Srijit not scoring much. That was a good contribution, a good lesson for all of us sitting and analyzing, and people.
I have a question.
Yeah, good.
Mahfuz Ahmad, is he rookie or he played before?
I have to.
Well, I'm hearing the name for the first time, at least in the DCL circuit.
I don't see. I think this is the first time he's playing.
Okay, for DCL, it looks like he's played only 4 games in DCL. I'm looking at his profile in Leatherball too. Probably he's new to Michigan is what I'm seeing. So I'm seeing a 6-a-side tournament elsewhere. That's Memorial Day 6-a-side. But Ball Burners Cricket Club, I don't know where that's from. So his profile itself is like 3 games, 4 games, 3 games in all the tournaments he's played so far. So
he's becoming, I think I see a future star, DCL star in him.
Yeah.
He's been playing really well.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
sorry, continue.
Yeah, no problem. And it can bowl as well. It's not just batting, right? So it just flipped over to the other side. So yeah, Mahfuz and Srijit. I was talking about Mahfuz and Srijit. So Srijit 3 out of 13, but his contributions with Mahfuz 28 lower down. That was the second highest partnership. So that's a big lesson. It's like somebody going great guns at the other end. All you need to do is like decent enough support is what it's proven again. Then Iman came and added a few runs later down the order with others. So Mahfuz 42 from 35 and Iman Kabir 26 from 12. All good contributions there. And Pokris themselves contributed well with 17 extras, 14 wides, and 137 runs. The only thing, they did not bat 25 overs with 1 ball left. I think we can pardon them with that. So 137 they ended up. Bowling front, the regular stars from a bowling point of view, Vicky and Ravi Nala did not go that well in this innings, along with Ranjit, all of them going at over more than 7 runs per over, even though Ravi picked up 2, Raghu picked up 2, and Vicky picked up 2 as well. But the regular contributors were going at more than 7 is a big worry for them. And I'm thinking somebody like Avinash Raghu, when these guys are going at that clip or not doing well, to see only 3 overs for somebody who seemed to have done decently well on that particular day always bemuses me how the Neils and Avis end up bowling less than the other bowlers. But yeah, 138 to chase, by no means an easy task for Pokris going into bat. And we've discussed what's par and what's not par. So anything over probably 120 is going to be a tough chase, is what we've discussed in the past. So started off well, not too bad at all from Vicky and Sarnraj. 27, they almost lasted a little over 5 overs there. So Vicky 10 from 8 and Sunraj 19 from 34, contributing to an opening stand of 27. They batted really well. So started off good, but that run out of Prasanna, I don't know how much of that had an effect, because Prasanna has played 2 crucial knocks already, some quick fire stuff, very capable bat he's shown off. He didn't click with did not score at all. So 0 from 5. So that might have been a big turning point there. And Raghu did not perform coming up the order, and no major contributions other than our good old Neil doing what Neil does best, 25 from 33. With Prabhu, they tried to, they built 34, they contributed for that partnership, and they tried to redirect and come, but nothing happened, even though there was good contributions from Hitman with those 16 runs. So good competition for extras in this game. They could not get going at all. Stiff Chase did not live up to the expectations. They folded for 82 in 21 overs. I think a lot of different things. The run rate in a chase like this would be a big worrying factor. And I think their batting has been slight suspect. Main reason I called against them in last week's prediction. But anyways, from a bowling front, Iman and Chetan 2 wickets each bowled well. Mahfouz, Ram Kumar, Mohammad Hussain, and Captain Arun, all of them contributing with 1 wicket. A comfortable win for Hitman, and we've mentioned this over again, has pushed them right up to the second spot in Group B. Congrats, Hitman. Looking forward to a wonderful season for you guys.
Okay, our next game of the night is SLCC Legends versus Motor City Imti. There's nothing to talk about this.
Yes, again another one-sided game and a huge win for SLCC Legends with 95 runs. A good boost for their net run rate, obviously. Yeah, we all expected SLCC Legends to win. Like last week, we all predicted Legends to win against Motor City, but again, this was a total thrashing, and Motor City really did not even show up to the game, is what I'm thinking. SLCC Legends batting first put up a mammoth score of 124. The one that was selected to bat, and I think except for Ravitej Pujari in the top 5, everybody was among runs and contributed to that score. First wicket partnership, 39 runs. Then a big partnership for the fourth wicket of 47 runs between Sai Pratap and Guru Naga. I think really set the foundation for that huge score. Prashant Reddy Pale scoring 23, Raviteja 16, Sai Pratap 29, Guru Naga 28. Like these are good, solid top order scores, and this should give immense boost to Legends batting order going into the next games. One another observation was like they were almost around 110 runs around the 20th over mark, and I thought they kind of did not capitalize on that last 5 overs where they could have got some quick runs and put that score even beyond that 125, and they could have reached 135, 140-ish score. Again, overall, I think the foundation really helped them, and it was easy for them to reach that 124. On the bowling front, Motor City, really not much to talk about. Karthik Rangarajan was pick of the bowlers, who picked 4 wickets with 24 runs in his 5 overs, and remaining all bowlers almost like going run a ball in their allotted quota of bowling. So 125, a very good score against Motor City with the bowling that Legends have. It was definitely a game on for Legends, and they were comfortable at halfway mark. Motor City going to the chase, they really not much to talk about, losing quick wickets. They almost lost 6 wickets in 6 overs, and then it was just they ran through the motions, like not at all, no resistance from Motor City. Puneet Lakshman, the only scorer who reached double digits there, and what an excellent bowling performance. If you look at the extras column, just 1 extra in 13.5 overs, so that's really a great bowling display from Legends. And they only had to use 4 bowlers, and Sai Pratap hitting form with the ball, picking 4 wickets, I think are only good signs for Legends for the coming games. So overall, a very, very comprehensive win, and Legends will take this confidence going into the break, and hopefully show this after the break with the remaining games. So congratulations, Legends, and hard luck, Motor City.
The next game of the night is Dynamites versus Spartans. I think this is the best game of the weekend. And Dynamites actually provided nice entertainment.
Much needed fun.
Yeah, much needed entertainment. Okay, Satish.
Should we give this to VeeJay? He's in hot seat. I think he can explain much better.
I already gave enough dose to my team, so
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So looking into the game, yeah, this looks the scorecard tells me it's a close game. But getting into the details, the first surprising thing for me is Dynamics winning the toss and choosing to bowl. Maybe the strategy would be behind the analyzing of the opponents, how they perform in the previous games. Maybe that's the strategy they opted to bowl. Otherwise, I
No,
would have expected. Mhm.
it,
What was
the
the
pitch
strategy
was
there?
not good. The pitch was
Oh,
not
okay.
good, Satish. So
Okay.
again, in a Bowden Park, and it had rained before day, and then they groomed the ground, but ultimately it didn't. We had to groom it several times to even find a pitch. So we at least wasted 40 minutes to find a pitch.
Oh,
So we don't
on
know
that.
how hard it was, when we bowled. So I chose the safer path because no one has played in that for a long time.
Oh, okay. Okay. That explains. Yeah. So getting into the detail, Spartan started the batting in the first batting here. Now with the current form that Spartans are going through with the season, they are doing pretty good with the bowling. But coming to the batting, few games they're struggling to bat the full quota and also trying to score beyond 60, 70 is being a tough ask. But looking at this batting squad here, I must say the opener Shaikh Ismail. We should watch out this for this player. I have heard enough about this player, but he's not. He's yet to bloom in the DCL format. So hoping there would be some good knock from him, but he couldn't contribute much there. But he tried to manage to stick around the 15 balls, but scoring only 3 runs. But otherwise, the notable contributions from the first down and the second down, number 3 and number 4 batsmen, Sandeep Whiteland and Akil Kumar Tova. Akil Kumar Reddy, he's a fantastic player. I've seen and the new joinee in the Spartans team. Of course, Spartans team is full of new faces this season, but I can rate this person among the squad. He's one fantastic player. More than batting, I like his fielding skills, and especially in match. I've seen personally. Um, uh, they both batted brilliantly, making sure to put some runs on the board for the third wicket partnership. They scored 14 runs of 22 balls in the Puetla, and then Akil Kumar 14 runs of 37 balls with only one boundary. Apart from the moment when they lost these two batters, Sandeep Whiteland and Akil Kumar, rest of the players except the captain himself, Ishwar Toledi, he managed to stick around at least 2 overs there, scoring that valuable 8 runs. But rest of the fellow batters, they couldn't contribute much, which they winded up for 58. Looking at the fall off wickets here for the Spartans batting, only the first wicket partnership was 10 runs, which is a good one to start with. And there was a quick wicket for second wicket. And after that, the third wicket partnership was crucial between Sandeep Whiteland and Akil Kumar, 22 runs partnership. But at that moment, I think Spartans would have been thinking, okay, they got something they didn't plan there. They would have ramped up the score, but the fellow batters couldn't contribute much. So overall, they were bowled out by 58 runs, which is a low par score in the DCL format for 23.4 overs. I must say the credit should be given to Dynamics, where they they put a strategy out there to make sure the partnership, the third wicket partnership, is not leaking much further and then haunting them with a huge scoreboard. Some commendable bowling performances from Dynamics. As we all know, Dynamics is ramping up with both bat and ball this season, cruising through the league games. Everybody pitched in there, especially Rajkumar, Shankar Chintamani. He's outstanding. I mean, I don't know whether in recent times I did not see this kind of performances. Uh, if a guy would have performed like this in my club, he would have definitely awarded with $50. The way 0.6 economy, 0.6 economy. That's outstanding.
Wow.
Outstanding. He bowled his full quota, 5 overs, 2 maidens, 3 runs, and 3 wickets, and economy of 0.6. So that actually tells the upper hand was gone to Dynamics by the time itself, the first half. And rest of the fellow bowlers contributed really well. Kushan Gujar, Vignesh Pala, fantastic player. Karthik Pinnanur, Karthik Thinner, I think good to see him back. I think he missed a couple of games, right, VeeJay?
Yeah, this is his first game.
First game, yeah, first game.
Yeah. Okay, good. I think you got one of your backbone now. So it's good to see that Dynamics is getting back his player. And Suresh Murugan. Everybody contributed really well. This is the discipline. I always tell any team to look at it. If you look at the extras, they bowled 5 extras. That's a commendable performance from Dynamics bowling. That tells the first half of the game it was on the Dynamics and Dynamics must be thinking, okay, chasing 59 would be an easy ask where if they can put up like at least 2 partnerships, like 10 runs partnership or 15 runs partnership of 2 batters, then that would be easy for them. But the way the scorecard and the game progressed, it started off with a race, but it looks like as we believe, chasing the 58. Only the main batsman this season, at least I say, Murugan is a phenomenal knock this season. He alone made sure to go into its double-digit number. Otherwise, the opening pair couldn't live up to the expectation. I think, if I'm not wrong, Dynamites may would have tried this few combinations here by looking at the chase here. I think otherwise I would see Arun Saminathan is the one who opens every time, but he came first on this season this match. And Prithvi Kokula and Satish Shankara. Satish Shankara was coming as middle order for the previous games, but it looks like it did not work out there for Dynamites. But overall, apart from Murugan Vishwanathan, I must say one more contribution here between Vinod and Karthik Thinner, right? That's the beauty of their play, coming back and performing on the day where things are not going well for their team. They both batted brilliantly, almost holding the wicket for 6-wicket partnership. At least, I think not 6-wicket partnership. I think some good runs there, 16 runs there are about. And overall, I think 16th over and 17th over and 18th over, things got little tricky here. I think the game was almost going back to Spartans. Because the Spartans bowling attack is also really good this season. I would say, like I said in the beginning, right? The Spartans this season they added up some good players. The bowling attack is really good, but only they got improved a little bit in the batting. But overall, they worked hard here. Bowling attack like Abhishek from Spartans, Sandeep Kulla, Sandeep Vaitla, and our old fellow, our old player Sunil Verma, right? As we know, a few years back he was a crucial in Spartans, who manages to take the wickets in between whenever there is a set batsman. They tried their best. They almost got it just a victory, but Dynamics, with their experience, what they have, and how they progress the season, they managed to get this win into their bag. Overall, it's a good win for Dynamics, and a phenomenal performance this season Dynamics is making, showing to everyone. They have a long way to go. Congrats, Dynamics, and then tough luck, Spartans.
Okay, and so Dynamites won this game with extras. Top scorer is extras. So that is the key point to be noted there. Okay.
Yeah,
And the
even the last run was an extra.
Yeah,
it
why
was,
is it?
yeah, it was. I don't know. It was.
So let me tell you something. Dynamites versus Spartans. Highest score is in the chase. Highest score is extras. The next game, GLCC versus SLCC Guardians. Guardians had similar opportunity. They had 15 extras, which are the highest score, and they could not chase 70 runs. Okay. So, Satish, do you want to add anything, or can I go to the next game?
Not in this game. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. So the next game of the night is GLCC versus SLCC Guardians, which I term as the worst game that ever happened in the last. I cannot say ever happened. Last week games. I call this one as the worst game. Worst game in the sense, I have only 2 lines to say. Any team batting first if they cannot play 25 overs, or at least, I have seen playing 24 overs or something like that. And GLCC played only 20 overs. That's a shame. Okay. And then when you are chasing 70 runs and you have to plan to play 25 overs, and SLCC Guardians failed to do that one. And that way, in the both ways, I consider this game as one of the worst games of the weekend. And with that, I'll give it to VeeJay.
Yeah, I think this game was in Northville. So again, I think this is the first week we're playing in Northville, so we don't know the conditions. But however, opting to bat first, I see a lot of Patels playing this game. So I think last year it was a lot of Punjab people, and this year it's more Gujarat people in GLCC. So I think it's good that you guys are combining with other states.
Oh, I changed my name to Jagan Patel. You don't know about it. Just to get some opportunity. Unfortunately, my captain is not giving, but
even that strategy is not working for you to be picked in the team.
Yeah, next you are contesting in Surat. Okay, very good.
So I think again, from a batting point of view, apart from the ever young Ajit and Akash, that partnership was crucial. I don't have much. I think this is a new opening partnership with Navpreet and Raj Patel, I'm assuming, because it was different last week. So again, Akash and Ajit provided the basement or whatever, that foundation for the team to excel. But again, as I talked last week, Spartans have a really good bowling lineup. We played them, and they were very tough to bat. I mean, they bowl straight wicket to wickets, and it's very.
Spartans or Guardians?
Guardians. Guardians, and they are very active in the field too. So a pretty good core of players they have this season. And but apart from Ajit and Akash, there's only one six that was hit. So I wanted to know this opinion from others as the tournament progresses. Is it I'm observing this, that we are not hitting as many boundaries as we used to be last year? Is it anything different with the
blame it on ball? That's all. Blame it on ball.
Yeah.
Simple.
No, but the travel also, it's even I'm observing in the T90, the ball, even if the boundary is only 180, it's not traveling that much. I don't know what it is, but something to keep an eye on for teams to plan accordingly. So, but again, only one boundary, again 10 extras, not that bad. And then did not bat Maulik Patel. Is it a new Maulik Patel?
Yeah, it's a different Maulik Patel. Yeah, I looked it up. I too looked it up. I'm like, what time is going on? New controversy.
Whenever that name comes, there is controversy. So that's why I was looking at it. I thought maybe an error or something.
No, new. I had to look it up live. Yeah, I'm like, oh, it's.
Yeah, okay. I'd say I was out of town last week. Otherwise, I would have. See, you would be suing. Did not bat Jagan Konda there.
So again, coming to the bowling, I think they use 5 bowlers. They all pretty known bowlers. But again, they gave 15 extras. Again, as Jagan told, they only needed 14 more runs to win. But again, I think it's just the pressure that some teams take it and excel, but some teams fold from pressure. So I think this is one of those things, because if you look at the 6-wicket partnership, they put over 21 runs, and then it just collapsed after that for some reason. The last 5 wickets for 15 runs. So even though there were a lot of extras in the game, so again, Vikram and Hari Krishna, they tried to stay along, but they couldn't hold the fort and get the team to win, and they only play 21 overs. So again, as Jagan said, we don't know the conditions, so really can't comment. But GLCC will take the win and be happy they came successfully and going on to the break. But Hardlex Spartans, Guardians, I think they have a very good unit. Hopefully, they will add some depth in their batting, and also the current players can improve by playing other tournaments. I think they will be a good team in the next seasons.
So, Vijay, after this analysis, one thing is guaranteed, that Spartans have given a lot of nightmares to you.
To you, exactly.
Yeah, because you're repeatedly saying Spartans. We will
Sorry.
see what you're going to see. What are you going to say next week? Okay. So, the next game of the night is FCC versus Marvels. Dinesh,
Yeah.
we are at 9:58. So,
Okay. Yeah, I'll try to go
next
through.
we
Yeah.
have predictions.
Predictions as well. Okay, so Marvels batted first, and one big thing I realized from Jagan is I didn't realize this guy was like 40 plus. He's eligible to play the 40 plus league coming up very soon to DCL. But anyway, so Marvels ended up batting first, a decent enough partnership in the middle, actually, the opening, nothing much to mention. So Jagan and Ravi put on 11 in the middle. Then after that, Arun and Avinash with 10 runs, and Avinash and Sultan with 22. And right at the end, Mahesh and Kunal with 19 runs. So all contributed well. Individual contributions of 10 from Ravi, Arun from another 10, Avinash 13, Sultan 11, and Kunal Singh 11 with 10 extras. Ended up with 90. They would have been very happy. Some consistent performances showing up in Marvels now. So 90 against a decent FCC bowling attack is pretty good there. From a bowling front, Venkata, Karthik, Amit, Chandan, all of them picking 2 wickets. So they ended up using only 5 bowlers, each bowling 5. That's good. So 91 being the target, FCC going in. A very good opening partnership, considering it was 90 to be 91 target, 18 between Chetan and Bhuvan. Big disappointment for FCC would be Chetan and Vinay. I think are contributing elsewhere. Probably the ball change is not helping them, but Pratik and Ashwant combining to finish the job with 25 between Bhuvan and Pratik, and Ashwant and Pratik 43 to finish the formalities for them. Ended up winning in about 14 overs. Good, strong performance from FCC. They needed it. Last week we were mentioning about them not expressing themselves in their batting. So that good contribution would add to their confidence from a batting front for FCC. So Nag and Siam, along with Jagan, picking up 1 wicket each, were the contributor from a bowling front. So good 7-wicket win for FCC.
Okay, with that we have completed all the games, and just you touched that 40 over tournament, which we are going to call it as T40 Masters T40. Okay, and we have around 62 signed up as of today. Okay.
Yep.
So, which is a good number.
Yeah, one suggestion is you should lead DCL Radio. Should be the team. Can you lead that team?
we will see. Okay, and before we go into predictions, and we have very good news for Michigan cricket in the sense Troy Senator they are going to construct a new ground in Troy, for which government with the government fund, and a few words about that from our own Imti.
Yeah, thanks again. It's a very good news for cricket in and around Detroit metro area for Michigan cricket. So there was a grant approved to build a cricket facility in Troy. So this was approved last week, and I think the funds are being released. So there will be a new cricket ground built. Again, this is in the Raintree Park. If you're familiar with the Troy area. This is on John R. Road in between Wattles and Big Beaver on the west side of John R. Road. So this is exciting news because I think getting support from the government and the senators is a huge boost to the cricket fraternity here. So again, thanks to our fellow cricketers in the Michigan Cricket Association who have played an instrumental role in this. And the infrastructure for funding to build a cricket ground with turf pitch in the city of Troy was approved by state of Michigan, thanks to Senator Mike Weber and Representative Sharon McDonnell, whose efforts are to be commended for their work on this issue. Again, this would not have been possible without Vinod Deen Dayalan, who is the head of Michigan Youth Cricket Academy, and he was a pivot. He played a pivotal role in presenting this case to the Troy mayor and then mayor of the city, and then he was very instrumental in bringing this facility to the city of Troy. So special mention for Vinod and also Vinesh Nair. I think these both were key players in getting this presented to the city mayors and getting it approved. So congratulations and a commendable effort, and hopefully we'll see more and more support from the government officials towards cricket in and around Detroit metro areas.
Awesome.
So
Great.
it's a great
Is it-
news. It's a
Okay.
great news for our community, cricketing community. But a caution of word: we had a ground, cricket ground, full-fledged, very nice, good ground in Troy, which was taken out from our hands because what happened was our people were going there playing, and local people were they got little annoyed about that one, local residents, because these guys were going there and some of the players were drinking and leaving the bottles there. So this is a note of caution that whoever going to use this Troy facility, new facility, they have to be very, very careful about our behavior there. And if anything goes wrong here, this will become a big news because even the government is publicizing this one a lot. Okay, the senator, all those people, they are publicizing this one a lot. So that's a caution of word. With that, let's get into predictions.
One question. Did I hear that is it a turf pitch or is it AstroTurf?
It is a tough. So that's what I received in my message, that it is a tough pitch.
See, I think government sanctioned around 900K for this one.
Yes.
So
Okay.
if they want to build something really good, they can build something that is international standard. Okay. So
Oh,
normally to lay out a pitch at the international level, it takes around 300K. With the inflation, if you add around 400K, if you want the international level playing
Turf. Yep.
turf,
That's good.
and if you add another 100K, you'll have a beautiful a green layout, 360 degrees plus with seating arrangement.
Yeah.
Okay.
Getting
So-
a turf is a very good news. So yeah, I'm at least I'm very happy to see a turf pitch coming to Michigan. Playing in turf is always a dream for so many of us.
So maintenance is also going to be very, very interesting. We have to see.
Interesting, yes.
Yeah. With that, let's quickly get into predictions. Okay. Thanks a lot for that information, Imti. The first game of the night is Thunderbolts versus MCC Miles. It's going to be a very, very interesting game, and with the way MCC Miles batting, is it going? I have questions, so I'll go to Imti. Imti, what do you think?
Well, again, we might have our doubts on MCC Miles, but they are sitting on second spot in the table and doing good. So I would still back MCC Miles to win this one. Thunderbolts again should give some fight. It's not going to be easy for MCC Miles, but I think MCC Miles will take it for sure.
I think last week you said the similar words for Hitman versus Pokeries. If I remember.
Okay.
So the same thing. Exactly. It's matching.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then that's good sign for Thunderbolts, right? So I'm making both the teams happy then.
Okay.
Yeah. Me
Okay.
happy for sure.
Okay, VeeJay.
Yeah, I think one of the things that the Thunderbolts are missing is their consistency in batting. They bowling, they have pretty good lineup of bowlers. So again, it's just the batting is they are not able to score runs, and I think that's something that Thunderbolts need to, because MCC Miles bowling is pretty good, so they bowl wicket to wicket, and then they are very vocal on the field. So I think this game again depends on what MCC Miles show up. So they are all available. This will be a Miles game, but they can't take a Thunderbolts easy with but again, all the games becomes crucial in the second half. So I think my edge will be towards MCC Miles.
Okay. Satish.
MCC Miles for me, yeah. But they can easily pass this test. But it's going to be a real tough test for them. They'll pass.
Okay. MCC Miles all the way. Troy Hawks versus KRCC. I think KRCC all the way. Any objections there?
I think you forgot to ask Dinesh.
He skipped me on purpose.
Place for Thunderbolts, unfortunately.
Why is it unfortunate?
Just for the prediction. What is this?
Trying to create some controversy there before the break.
That's not that I don't have any. I have enough. Thank you.
Let me know if you want me to create one. I can. Okay, Troy Hawks versus KRCC. KRCC all the way. I hope everybody agrees that one. And the next one is Canton Hurricanes versus Hawks, going by the trends. I should give this one to Hurricanes, but you never know about the Hawks. So, Imti.
I think I'll back Hawks in this game. It will be a close contest for sure. I think one of the showcase games for Pool A in the next week. Hawks, again, I think they have a good all-round team compared to Canton Hurricanes. I know Canton Hurricanes is also doing very good, but somehow the consistency factor is what is a dilemma for me. So, Hawks.
Dinesh.
Canton Hurricanes.
Cool. 1-1. VeeJay.
I'll pick Hawks here, mainly because they only played 5 games. So I'm guessing that they have 7 games in the last 7 weeks. So I'm going to try to back Hawks here.
Hawks. 2-1 Hawks. Satish.
I will pick Canton Hurricanes. I know crucial player from Hawks is going to miss this game.
Ooh.
So I'll pick Canton Hurricanes.
Okay. And
So next time there is some inside information, please tell us before we
Before prediction.
okay. The next one is Rising Stars versus Fighters. This is going to be a very interesting game. Imti.
Well, I'll back Fighters to win this one. Again, they're coming back strong after a few hiccups. Rising Stars also, on the other hand, putting up great performances. But again, I think I'll go with Fighters just for the experience that they have.
Dinesh.
Fighters.
VeeJay.
I'll pick Fighters.
Satish.
Fighters.
Okay, let's see what happens next week. No, not next week, the week after that. Okay, this is the game Red Devils need desperately. Red Devils versus Royal Honkars. Red Devils all the way. Any objections?
No, that was my thought too. Red Devils absolutely needed such kind of a game to get back again into the top of the pool.
Next game is Stars versus Hitmen. Normally, I would have given this one to Stars very easily, but after what happened last week with Pokeries, I definitely want to get how our analysts are thinking.
What happened with Pokeries and what happened with Stars also. So
Yeah. So, Dinesh.
Yeah, Stars for me. The only tip is have your keeper stand up to the sticks throughout the game.
Oh boy.
Imti knows why.
Interesting. Imti, who is your keeper?
So we have Zishan, who is a regular keeper, but if he's not available, then we are struggling to find a stand-in keeper. So
okay.
So
I made a spot for myself in Stars for next year. Stars, please call me.
Yeah, nobody has to start any controversy on you, Dinesh. for yourself. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, VeeJay.
Again, both are pretty good. Hitman coming very fresh from beating Kukris comfortably. So this game Stars cannot take it easy. They need this win to stay on the top. So I think I'm going to back Stars mainly because of their experience, and they will bounce back and try to win this game. So I'm going with Stars.
You're putting pressure on Imti here itself. So, Satish.
Stars. But I also feel that Stars gonna win easily this game.
Okay, all 3-0 Stars. Imti, more pressure on.
Any inside information on Hitman? Satish?
Already Dinesh gave you nice information. So make sure that you're playing Jishan Gori if he's your regular wicket keeper and ask him to stand up. That's
No,
all.
Satish almost made a statement that Stars will win it easily. So I'm just thinking maybe he has some availability information. Anyway, no, I think the Stars really need this game after the break coming back. I think before the season started, we kind of thought the second half would be considerably easy for Stars, but looking at the performances, our performances as well as Hitman's performance, I think this cannot be a easily game that we can take it easy. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, I agree. Strikers versus the next game is Strikers versus Gujarat Lions. You know, it's committee versus committee. And it's going to be a nice game. You know, I really want to watch this game. Two people abusing each other. Inti, what do you say?
Yeah, maybe a few years ago, yes, but I think both the both the skippers have mellowed down a bit, so it won't be that aggressive, is what I'm thinking. Hopefully, but looking at this game, I think one of the key games for both the teams because I think both of them are uh, in close proximity to that qualification race, right? So win here will definitely put the team into that contention for playoffs. I mean, make their claim solid. But based on the strengths, I think Gujarat Lions have a little advantage on strikers. Hopefully, strikers come with their full team, and this will be a cracker of a game. I'll back Gujarat Lions to win this one. Very slight margin, I think 51-49.
So one good thing is I'm out of town. Otherwise, I would have gone there and added some fire to this one from the dugout. Dinesh.
I think you should go write
Yeah.
tickets on the spot for the most worker. But I'm giving this one to strikers. I see this more strikers bowling versus Gujarat Lions batting. Strikers have shown us over the last 3 seasons at least. I'm giving this one to strikers.
For me,
And why does it
strikers
feel
look
that strikers is playing after a long time? Like
After that
weeks,
loss to local boys, they did not play or what?
yeah, they only played 5 games. I'm looking at the points table here.
Yeah, only 5. Yeah.
So their crucial, their core season is now in this months of July and August. Then.
Yeah. But for me, strikers looks more all-round team when compared to Gujarat Lions.
Yeah.
VeeJay.
Yeah, I'm going to go it to Parthu mainly because Gujarat Lions, they are yet to play. I mean, apart from the first win against Stars, there is a little bit concern on the batting department. They are shuffling their batting. So I think this might be a game of strategy, and my edge will be to strikers.
I thought you'll say you're giving it to strikers because strikers, Parthiv can speak, but more aggressive or more irritatingly than Maulik. Okay. The next one is Cover Drive Cricket Club versus FCC. Sorry, Satish.
Yeah,
Strikers
for
versus
me,
Gujarat Lions.
Gujarat Lions. I also have a feeling that Ronak Patel is going to perform this game. He'll be an anchor to win this game.
Satish, I have to mark all your predictions.
Okay. Yeah. Inside information.
Yeah. So, Cover Drive Cricket Club versus FCC Agni. I think FCC Agni should win this one very easily. Any objections there?
No.
Local boys versus Cheetahs. It's going to be a very interesting game with slight edge to local boys. Inti.
Yeah, I'll definitely root for local boys. I really like the way they play their game, and I'm really looking forward to this game for their batting. Local boys.
Dinesh.
Yeah, both at winning only 2 games, right? So Cheetahs, the big thing is based on leather ball. I think it's based on availability, just purely based on that fact. I'm going with local boys.
VeeJay.
Yeah, I'll back up local boys for this game because both are neck to neck. So, but the local boys, I think at least they have a good core. So I'm gonna go with local boys, and yeah, but it's going to be a very close game. The just slight edge to local boys.
Satish.
Local boys, yeah, because the quality between both teams, local boys has a higher ranking in terms of quality, so they will win easily.
Okay. Local boys all the way. SSK versus Pokeries. This is another. I mean, I would say Pokeries need this game to reassure themselves. Any objections there? Pokeries all the way.
No, definitely Pokeries for me, and I think this is a good game for them to come back after the break. So SSK, and then they have some good games following. So Pokeries will look forward to this game and start on a winning note after the break.
Stingers versus GLCC. When I said I wanted to give it to, I thought of saying this one, give it to GLCC, but Stingers beat one of the top teams in the group. Okay, so you never know. Yet I'm giving 4-0 to GLCC. Any objections there?
No objections. GLCC for me.
I doubt anybody will say no. I'm just kidding. Okay, the next one is United Raptors versus Dynamites. This is going to be a very interesting game. Very important game for both the teams is what I feel. Imti.
Yes, I was just trying to look at the points table there.
Yeah, looking at the points table, I said it is very important for both the teams. United Raptors at 7, Dynamites at 5.
5,
yeah. But only advantage United Raptors have is they only played 5 games.
Yeah, that's what I was like. So United Raptors again, like they're not failed badly or anything, right? So they just played 5 games and they have won 3 out of those. Lost 2 games, I think, which
one
might
of the
come
games
back.
is to Stingers.
Stingers, yeah. Stingers and GLCC, right? So I wouldn't read too much into the Stingers game at this point, but again, they haven't played for a while, so a long break, so they will be eager to come out and play. And Dynamites again winning a crucial game last week with so close a margin. Not sure about their confidence levels, but going into this game, the break will be a good relief, and so this will be a good game after the break, I think. But United Raptors again a little heavily loaded for me, so I'll back Raptors to win this one.
Raptors, okay.
But a good challenge for Dynamites, I think. So if they want to continue in that top 5, I think this is the game that they need to win.
They have to win. Yeah, they have to win. Okay, Dinesh.
Dynamites based on the table positioning.
I already read your mind.
Yeah, I knew this was coming,
Yeah.
but anyways, okay,
Yeah, it was coming. Otherwise, VeeJay will be looking even virtually. He'll be looking mad.
Okay,
seriously, he'll be
okay.
staring seriously at you.
So the key matchup, I pulled up the batting front for Raptors, and I'm just looking at the top performers there, right? So Kaushik, Amar, and Pradeep. And knowing the Dynamites bowling, that's why I'm giving it that way too. So we'll go with that. But still Dynamites for me.
Okay, Satish.
For me, Raptors.
Raptors. Okay.
So there are some good games coming up for you, Dynamites. So Raptors, Bulls, GLCC. So I think getting as many wins going forward will only help your cause. So good luck.
Yeah, but it'll be good.
Sorry, Jagan, I cut you off. You were saying something. Please go ahead.
No, I'm just warning VeeJay. That's all. Okay. Then the next game is Detroit Bulls versus Detroit Titans. This is going to be a very interesting game. Okay. I think Titans should win this one, is what I'm guessing. But at the same time, Bulls, with the way they are playing, they have every opportunity, every chance to win this game. So I can't decide anything. So Imti.
Yeah, both unbeaten teams going
Yeah.
against each other. So we will finally have
Yeah,
one
one.
team stay unbeaten again, and one team getting their first loss. So hopefully it's not a tie. And
Yeah, I was about to say that one. I'm praying for a tie there. Bulls are known for ties. So let's
that's a
have
good point.
one
Actually,
tie.
Detroit Bulls I think have the most number of ties in DCL. Yeah, that's actually true. So.
Yeah.
But again, like just based on the roster strengths, I think Detroit Titans might have a slight edge. But again, Detroit Bulls have been phenomenal this season. They have won all their games, so it will be a showcase game of the week for me. Just based on roster strength, I think, like I said, Detroit Titans might have a slight edge because they have played some close games and won those, and that will be in their confidence factor. So Detroit Titans for me. Again, 51-49, very close call.
Okay, Dinesh.
I'm going with Detroit Bulls because of I feel that they have a slight advantage batting wise so far. So far, Bulls might have batted better than Titans is my thing. So going with Detroit Bulls.
VeeJay.
Yeah, I'm going to say Titans for this game mainly because of their bowling strength. And Bulls again, it's going to be a very close game because both are I think unbeaten. So this is the game that we watch for in Pool C. So I'm going to give this edge to Titans.
Titans. Okay. Satish.
Yeah, so Titans for me, my analysis, right? The quality between both the teams is almost matching, where Imti stated, 1% for 51 for Titans, 49 for Bulls, right, in terms of quality. But one key factor here is the leader for both the teams. If you look at Bulls leader and then Titans leader has a lot of game sense and then experience with this ball, whereas Bulls leader is coming up new this season. I've seen both the teams how they play. Especially, I umpired Detroit Bulls first game versus GLCC. So looking at that, the leader will change this game towards their favor of that team, right? That's the reason Titans will win this game based out of experience from Satish Kaba captaincy.
Interesting. Let's see what happens
So,
next week.
sorry to interrupt. Who is leading Bulls this year? Sorry for my ignorance.
I think
Vassal Lande. If
Yeah,
I'm
Vassal
not wrong.
Lande.
Okay.
Yeah,
Gino,
Vassal
is it?
Lande.
Okay.
New kid. The next one is Spartans versus Dark Horses. Okay, Spartans are going to win this one. Any objections there?
Yeah, no objections, Spartans for
No.
me. But I hope Dark Horses, Pankaj Vats gets a big score in this one, hopefully.
Okay. The next one is Sterling Strikers versus SLCC Guardians. With the way Guardians are doing, I think Sterling Strikers will take this game. Any objections there? Satish, if you want, you can object too.
I have to back up my team, so I know even though I know the end result, I have to back up my team. Still, we are working on the process of building the batting
It really
partnerships.
depends.
Good.
What is that, VeeJay?
It depends on which Sterling striker show up, because if you look at their scorecard or their overall, they have used all their 25 players so far. So which 12 is going to be on the you never know which 12 they are going to bring. So because everybody has played, all the 25 guys have played one game. So
Okay.
So yeah, again, Sterling Strikers, yes, but I think they have been hot and cold too this season. Like some games they look like unbeatable, and then some games they're like really falling flat. If you see that Stingers game where they were all out for 47, right? So yeah, it will be a good game, but I think Sterling Strikers has an edge definitely.
Okay. So one advantage the Guardians have is they have a couple of spinners. I think if they bowl their spinners well, Sterling Strikers always struggle against spinners. At least that's my observation. And with that, we have covered all the games, and we have though we have very less number of games to analyze, 9 games. We took 1.5 hours, and which I I wanted to do that long show because a lot of people are driving and they wanted at least 1.5 hour driving without sleeping. So I'm sure I'm providing much required entertainment. We are providing much required entertainment for all the traveling DCL family. With that, we will conclude tonight's show. Drive safely and enjoy a lot. Thanks a lot. Good night.
Good night,
Thank you all. Have a safe
Thank you. Good night.
weekend and have fun.
everyone.
Yep.
Bye.